Alright, hello and welcome. It's Wes here. Today we're going to be doing Let's Spy on Them. Alright, let's do that. I haven't done this video in a while, so hopefully it's a good one. If you are new to the channel, you can find the timestamps down below in the comments section. Just look for my name, it'll be highlighted and pinned. Show more info and you'll see all the blue links there to go to whatever zodiac sign you want to watch. Please remember, tarot, one tarot reading can't apply to every single situation out there, so just use your judgment when something sounds like your situation or it doesn't. Alright, this video is not a cross-watcher reading. Alright, it is about an ex-partner. It could be, I don't really specify if you have contacted them or not. So I suppose that doesn't really matter. I do have a video if you're not talking with them that I do. If you're interested in something like that, I'll be doing that one next after this video. But anyways, if you need to get a hold of me, my email address is in the drop-down description of this video, alright? And thanks for anybody that does leave awesome comments on my channel or likes the videos. I do appreciate all of you, alright? Let's get right to it, see what comes through. Aries. Not Aries. Why is the dog gonna bark as I say that? Aries, how are all of you doing? I hope each and every single one of you is doing great. Alright, tell me about the person our Aries want to spy on. Who is this person? What can we know? So we have the Five of Wands. It's horizontal here. So this is probably going to suggest at face value it's somebody that there may be some tension with from time to time. When it's in a horizontal position, it's indeterminate, so this can suggest maybe there is a potential exiting of conflict with somebody. Now, I know when I say conflict, it sounds like you're brawling it out or something. That's not what I mean. It could just be any type of tension between you and somebody else. Whether that's like passive-aggressive energy or it is aggressive energy, or maybe there's just a lot of uncertainty, all right? There's also a questioning type of energy that would suggest, does this person want to fight for this or not? Maybe getting mixed signals from this person, all right? Five of Wands can sometimes be good. It just really depends, and in this case it's impossible for us to know for sure what kind of energy it is, but the main takeaway is it's suggestive of something that's, I guess, on the fence. Let's see what else comes through. Tell us about this person that has on the fence energy. What are they thinking about towards Aries? The person we're spying on. We have the Six of Pentacles. Good. What else is this person thinking about towards Aries? So we have this Page of Wands. I'm definitely feeling that. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. Why is this person thinking about this Five of Pentacle energy? So it's saying they're thinking, well, getting perspective about something. So whoever this person is, Aries, there's good and bad here. Well, it's actually not bad in my opinion. This person is considering coming towards you, reaching out, it would suggest, or potentially just being friendly towards you. But you have to remember they're thinking about this, so it's a considering energy. It doesn't mean to say that they are going to do it. But Six of Pentacles is in your favor. It does kind of oftentimes kind of give us a clue that this person wants to do something for you. That may come in the form of giving you attention, suggesting to hang out, doing stuff like that. And there's also Page of Wands, initiation energy or starting something, reaching out, could even be messaging you. All right, both those are favorable. All right. Why would this person probably be wanting to do that? Because they want to hang out with you. All right, or just be in your energy. All right, just maybe to explore things. Next to it is Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles energy does suggest that this person is feeling probably in the outs from you. But we also have to factor in that they're thinking about this. All right. The Eight of Pentacles reverse can suggest that they're reflecting on problems or issues that they've encountered with you. So this to me kind of seems like an energy of somebody weighing out the cons and the pros. What's good, what's bad when it comes to you. So they're obviously seeing something that is beneficial to them. You know, I'm a firm believer that a lot of times relationships, I know there's people that'll say no to this, but that relationships are in some ways transactional. All right. Yes, there is that love component. That is important. Obviously I believe that people do fall in love, and that should be the focus. But I think before people get to that kind of stage, there's always some type of transaction of what are you bringing to the table, and then it's like, what are you bringing to the table? You know, I think most times the love kind of happens after that, unless you're lucky and it's love at first sight. This to me kind of seems again like this person's weighing things out here, but they are trying to, with the Hangman energy, is somewhat potentially positive as well, because it does kind of suggest that if there was issues, they're trying to find either solutions to it or look at things from a different lens. This can also be representing energy of someone that's reflecting maybe on something you told them was an issue or something, and they're trying to look at like, well, maybe was I in the wrong, or did I think about it? Was I looking at things correctly? All right. How does this person that we're spying on for Aries see Aries? Seven of Cups reversed. I would imagine in this context, this person's feeling that you are have made your position known. All right. Now, some of you may not have really like declared something to them, like this is how it is type thing or whatever. But it is suggestive that this person, I mean, it would suggest that you're transparent. You know what you want. I guess your position is kind of clear to them. That's my thinking on this. So in some ways, your stance is quite definitive. This would probably play out like, I know how Aries is. I know what they're looking for. What is the Seven of Cups reverse referencing? Let's see if it says anything. Oh, your feelings. Okay. This person, again, I just in my opinion, I kind of think it's probably suggesting they know what you're looking for. This can also probably potentially tell us that maybe, well, I suppose anybody would, for the most part, is looking for a romantic, a deeper connection. But I suppose it depends on how important that is to you. Some people just want like a loose kind of connection where there's no like strings attached, and other people want something that's deep, romantic, and long term, right? Queen of Cups energy, I wouldn't suspect his short-term energy. That's more obviously up with the Wands energy. So this is probably, to me, telling, it would suggest that it's an Aries that's declaring, hey, you know, I'm looking for something long-term here. What is this person hiding from Aries? Why does it say the Two of Pentacles? Do we have the Ace of Cups here, the Two of Pentacles reversed? We have Two of Wands reversed. This is kind of implying this. This is also favorable to you, Aries. It is suggesting this person does want to come towards you. But, you know, and the clarifications are a little bit tricky to understand because it is potentially suggesting there's like an unknown, or not an unknown, but like some concern this person has about how to approach you. I can't tell if it's them like worried about them approaching you, that's more concerned to them, or they're worried about the actual functionality of the connection if they did. What am I saying? Like, what do I mean by that? Like, you can start something. Anybody can start or initiate something, but it's like, if you know something may be like come rocky for some reason, you know, then it comes to the question of, should I start it if I know that that's going to happen? So I'm not really sure why this person's concerned about that. There is some reference about something that probably didn't work in the past, or it became some type of friction or source of friction that is concerning. This can just probably be like stupid stuff where maybe this person got bored, or I don't know, they weren't giving you the type of attention you're looking for, or they became flaky, or there was just like little issues that came up when you guys interacted, and it wasn't really like known or discussed on why those issues were there. But this person, overall, what's the good here? They do want to come towards you. The energy is suggestive of that. There is a strong interest from this person. All of that's positive, but the negative is that there seems to be some type of doubt that's clouding them. They are in a consideration energy, which I think is more of like a comparison on whether they should or shouldn't. All right. And what they're hiding is positive. The Ace of Cups is pretty significant here. Right, but the Two of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Wands reversed is not good, because that does again kind of highlight some reference back to this with the Two of Pentacles reversed, and the Two of Wands reversed is also kind of a refusal to kind of make a decision, or feeling like you're going backwards or staying put. Okay. But that can sometimes just happen because of someone playing it safe, or just kind of waiting to see what happens, and it already kind of shows them two energies suggesting like a kind of stuck energy. I don't think it's a true stuck energy. It's more just kind of a paralysis by analysis, or overthinking something, or trying to, I don't know, waste time thinking about something. All right. What can you expect from this person? I think they're creeping on. You might hear something, but just, I don't know. It could be a spontaneous energy as well, but yeah. That's my guess there, Aries. Good luck to you, alright? You do have somebody here that's showing interest to you, alright? Hi there, Taurus. Tell me about the person out, Taurus. I want to spy on. Who is this person? So we have Three of Wands reversed. We have some Aries energy there. Tell us more about this Three of Wands reversed. Showing Hangman energy. So this is a person, Taurus, that would suggest that things aren't moving forwards with, or they're just flat out stuck or stalled. All right. Things. This energy can also describe stagnancy. So this is a person it would highly suggest things have become quite stagnant with. Just not much going on. You're taking a time out, chilling out. Pit stop, in the rest area, probably in their bed. All right, you kind of get the point, all right? They're taking a time out. What is this person thinking about towards Taurus? This person that's taking a pit stop / timeout. Ace of Swords reversed? At face value, I'm just gonna, what immediately came to mind is lack of contact between the both of you. So this is probably implying somebody you're not talking with. What else? We have the King of Pentacles here. I don't know what that's saying. We'll just put that to the side. Person that we're spying on for Taurus. What are they thinking about towards Taurus? Nine of Cups. I'm going to put that with the King of Pentacles. What is the relevance of the King of Pentacles and Nine of Cups towards Taurus? What is the relevance towards this person we're spying on for Taurus? Well, there is some energy here, Taurus, that would kind of suggest this person. There is kind of some, well, like an energy that's suggesting this person is, I think, considering just focusing on themselves. When I asked in relation to you, it's suggesting Ten of Swords, so just be an ending. When I asked towards them, it's recovery, moving on, or getting over something. Four of Swords is taking time to oneself. It is not a generous energy. It's just literally you focusing on yourself, which this energy pretty much does suggest that. Alright, there's also the Star energy, which is also favorable to them. This person seems to be in a self-preserving energy. So in relation to how you fit into this picture, it's kind of them weighing out whether to just focus on themselves, not worry about this. Alright, the Ace of Swords reversed here is something we can explore though. See what that's about. Tell us about the Ace of Swords reversed. Why is this person thinking about it? So we split the deck on the Ace of or Eight of Cups. I'm going to take that because that is right. Tell us more about the Ace of Swords reversed. Why is this person thinking about that towards Taurus? Why are they thinking that? The Knight of Swords reversed. There's something about leaving the picture here, or how things probably ended, or wasn't discussed, or wasn't talked about enough. Was it you? Was it them? Or was it mutual? I don't know. This person seems to have that as a focus. So that's coming back to a parting of ways between two people. This person seems to feel that there's perhaps things not cleared up about that. But it's also emphasizing silence, suggestive that there really isn't a whole lot being discussed about it, if at all, ever. They have but there's curiosity around it, because I mean, why else would they be thinking it? There's obviously something that's bothering them about it. I don't know. But the energy, as I already just discussed, is heavily weighted on them just focusing on themselves. Alright. What is the reason this person's contemplating just focusing on themselves and abandoning shit? It shows independence again. Okay, so we know that we got the independence part. Got that checked off. Like, okay, so maybe that's not the right question to ask. Why does this walking away energy, why is it on their mind? The person responding for Taurus. Why is this Eight of Cups energy on their mind? Temperance energy. So temperance is balance. Again, it kind of suggests there's something that's bothering this person. It just kind of confirms that there is something irritating them or annoying them about it. I don't know if it's just like one of those things where there's curiosity or something that wasn't quite nailed, you know. This person's energy is odd, Taurus, because it's kind of, it is showing it's a bit of I don't want to say it's an uncaring energy, but it is a person that's kind of like, well, I'm doing my own thing, I'm working on myself, I'm focusing on myself, I'm done past this, but there is still like this part that's still like fixating over something that didn't work out, or why it ended, or, you know, I don't know if it's why it's ended, or if it's more so like leaving the situation. I'm not, it's very hard for me to know exactly what it's talking about, but something around that, right? What else is this person thinking about towards Taurus? Let's just get one more, because this was a little bit, in my books, not the most clear. Six of Swords is horizontal here. There is some part of this person, Taurus, that is kind of, they see like there is challenges or some problems that occurred or were present. All right, I don't know to what degree, but Six of Swords would be favorable here if it was upright, suggesting contemplating moving things to calmer waters. But the horizontal is kind of a indeterminate energy when unsure. Excuse me. I'd be unsure if things would just kind of go backwards or would just be writhing through more like issues. It's like a questioning of if it could move to calmer waters kind of thing, is what I'm trying to say. Could the situation be improved? Now, one would ask, why are they thinking that? My assumption is they're thinking about that because they're still reflecting on, like, well, could it work maybe? But it's kind of throwing that thought around. I don't know how serious this person is. It kind of seems like they're more focused on being independent, but there is some still curiosity about it. Now, some of you will be like, well, I don't give a fuck anyways, because I'm not gonna waste my time with this. That's fine, but I mean, whatever. It came to the reading, right? How does this person see Taurus? This person we're spying on Taurus, how do they see Taurus? Queen of Cups and Judgment. How does that relate to them? Two of Swords. This person sees you as like potentially open in the romantic world, Taurus. They may have felt that you've kind of moved on, that you are doing you've made either a fresh start, moving in a different direction. When it comes to them, it kind of suggests, it's like either they don't really know where you stand or if you really give a shit anymore. This whole reading is, in my opinion, somewhat a little strange because from their standpoint, it's kind of suggestive you're doing your own thing already and you're going in one direction. From their standpoint, it's like, well, they're focusing on themselves. The only thing that's really like apparent in this reading that would suggest why are we even doing a reading here is because this person's got some type of energy of when things ended or when either you left or they left or both left. I don't know. They're still, that's why it's coming through energy. It's suggesting that's a thing. This is also giving us a clue with the Six of Swords about someone that's hinting at the idea of reconciliation or the possibility of that, and if so, how would it work? That's what it's really saying. All right. Again, but in my opinion, for those Taurus that just really don't care, then it's probably this reading's not worth a whole lot. What is this person hiding from Taurus? They stress about this a lot. Nine of Swords. I don't think it's true Nine of Swords energy because this card is quite negative. But this person you are taking up a lot of mental real estate. They do wonder about you a lot. This kind of seems like a person that is struggling with things they can't control, Taurus. There are like personalities like that where they encounter situations that they're fond of or they like, but in some ways there are factors or things they want to be different or they wish would be, they could change and they can't. And some people just don't like the idea that they can't change certain things about a person or a situation. Who would this person likely be? I mean, it would have had to have had some, this is definitely not suggestive here, Taurus, of a person that you probably interacted with for a couple months. This person has most certainly had some type of investment into you in the past, right? Their energy already shows prior commitment. Why do I know that? Because no person would be wasting this much time stressing or thinking about it. All right, your average person that probably knew you for a couple of weeks or a couple of months that you interacted off some dating app or something like that, they're not going to waste time worrying about this stuff. So it's got to be somebody that has had some investment into you. All right. What is the takeaway out of this? What this energy is really suggesting is it's a person having second thoughts. All right. They're obviously missing something, is what I'm thinking. I think all this other energy is just really just noise. fixating about problems or issues and stuff like that. Well, why did this happen? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, none of that's really, like, what is the meat and potatoes why they're doing it? They're doing that because there's something that they're missing from the connection. That's what it is. All right? If Taurus, and this may not apply to you, but I want to ask, if this person came around to Taurus, how would Taurus react? How would Taurus react to this person responding on coming back around? What does the tarot suggest? Okay, sorry, we got too many cards there. Just give me one card. Some of you, it's suggestive, may consider... It doesn't say work on things, or could with this card, but it is suggesting you would take things slow, or you would, but it is somewhat a receiving energy, and repair and building energy. So some of you might actually entertain it if this person came around, but there is an emphasis of, with this energy, it's very slow. So my assumption is there wouldn't be any sudden moves or any craziness. All right. But again, you'd be the judge of that, Taurus. That's what I got for your reading. All right. I guess only time will tell and see what this person does. Gemini. How my Gemini's doing? I'm doing great, Wes. Well, that's fantastic. So I have some Six of Swords energy coming out here. We have some aquatic energy. Pretty sure that's Aquarius. Yeah. All right, tell me about the person we're spying on for Gemini. We have the Six of Swords coming out. Tell us more about who this person might be. Justice reversed. I guess we'll just put this slightly above there. Tuck it away. Well, actually, I suppose. So Six of Swords is a good card. Can be navigating through challenging times, but for the better. Right. But the Justice Reversed is oftentimes not a good card here. It is suggesting that whoever this person is somebody that you've probably had some friction with, or there's been some type of dilemmas that occurred or problems between the both of you. Why is Justice reversed here? What is it about? Person we're spying on for Gemini. It says Ten of Pentacles. This doesn't tell me a whole lot though. Were you guys fighting over a treasure chest full of money? We'll come back to that, Gemini. Let's see what the other energy shows first, before I speculate on that. Tell us about the person we're spying on for Gemini. What is this person thinking about towards Gemini? We have Nine of Swords. What else are they thinking about? We have the Queen of Cups reversed. What is the okay? So what is the Ten of Pentacles talking about here? Why is that showing up? So we have the Knight showing up. This person's energy is somewhat consistent here at Gemini. It's basically saying that they are concerned that maybe your feelings have shifted, or you're no longer, I guess, like your heart is cold to them. It does seem to bother them. This Justice Reverse seems to be about progression, potentially for a long-term connection or marriage. But it's almost kind of implying that's not occurring. This is kind of, so far, in my opinion, describing a situation where there may have been aspirations for something long-term and a good connection, but it just never achieved that, or it became snared or stuck. For whatever reason. This person that we're spying on for Gemini, how do they see Gemini? So, Ten of Swords. Painful ending. It would suggest this person's not a happy camper. How does Gemini see this person? Person we're spying on for Gemini, how does Gemini see? Well, let's use the Darkwood Tarot. How does Gemini see? You see this person as Ten of Swords too? They see you as Ten of Swords, and you see them as Ten of Swords. So this is going to be for a Gemini that most certainly... This had to have been a long-term relationship. Somebody... there was definitely some type of history between you and them, all right? The Ten of Swords is a very negative tarot, or energy in the tarot. It's not supposed to describe anything good. It is, you know, even though I know that there are tarot readers out there that will sugarcoat the shit out of everything, it is a negative card. I mean, that's literally why they have a guy that's on the ground there, and why she's got a million swords stuck into her. But with this card, it can sometimes describe an energy where a person feels like they got wronged. Betrayal is a big one with this card. There can be a blaming energy. This energy can be tricky to get over or pass through because of the fact that there's oftentimes emotions that got stepped on. I'm sure if you were going to ask this woman, I can't imagine she would be describing something very pleasant. And you know what's more interesting about this, Gemini? There's a guy and there's a girl. Both of you would be pointing the finger saying, now I know why this is here. Justice Reverse is saying something that's unfair, imbalanced, or unjust. Both of you feel like you got the shit end of the stick. Wow, this is a hot mess right here. This is the type of energy that only a Gemini could really, well, I don't know. You know, Cancer, Gemini, and Capricorn, those are the three signs that just happen to and Leo. Those four signs, or if I can count, those four signs are just notorious for finding themselves in the most complex, toxic, or crazy situations, or, you know, when I think about it, there's a lot of songs that have been written about Geminis. Heartbreaker, Soul Shaker. Yeah. Alright, so you both see each other like that. You stabbed me! No, you stabbed me! This is probably like one of those situations where it's like both people stab each other and then they go and have sex afterwards. It's like, I'll patch you, you patch me. Whatever. What is this person we're spying on for Gemini? What are they hiding from Gemini? Gemini, this person's very upset. We got Scorpio energy showing up here. Their energy is very consistent. What they're thinking about, we have this Nine of Swords energy. Their boo, heart is shut off, you know, the same boo that put those swords right through. This sounds like, to me, like this was a emotional warfare kind of situation that developed between two people that both felt like their feelings were getting stepped on, so both unleashed the full extent of their frustration, anger, and, you know, try to find ways to kind of basically convey to the other person, F you. That's basically what this is. But through all the wreckage, it seems like this person is a bit upset. Alright. Upset would be an understatement, because the Five of Cups is a mourning energy. It's kind of viewing a situation as a loss, and this kind of does look like a loss. What is probably the defining reason of why this person's so upset is because they obviously saw some potential of something that was developing or going in a direction and it imploded. Now, 9 times out of 10 when it comes to situations that just implode like this, there's finger pointing, or there's going to be one person did more than the other kind of scenario that develops, and that can be kind of problematic to work through. I think that could be going on here. What truth is this person distorting from Gemini? So the Lover's reversed. So in the distortion of truth, this person is still... They still into you, Gemini. That's what it's saying. The Lover's reverse, though, is also... can suggest romantic and relationship warfare. So it could... This would almost imply, to some extent, potentially, that this person may argue the standpoint that they don't engage in that, but in reality, the truth is they do. All right. And furthermore, it's kind of implying that if this person's made references like they don't care, or you're not my thing, that's also a lie, I would suggest, per the tarot. All right. Take it or leave it. That's what it's saying. All right. At least from my translation of the card. It is also Gemini energy. How does this person view themselves? How does this person, how do they view the person responding to Gemini? What is their self-perception of themselves when it came to the relationship between them and Gemini? How does this person view themselves in their role? Tower reversed. How else do they view themselves? This person views themselves as somebody that was trying to pull things out of a rock. You know, when the tower went down, they're kind of viewing themselves as the cleanup crew, the person that was trying to mend it, repair it. What do they view Gemini's role as in relation compared to them? How did this person? And we have 5 of Wands. I'm almost, and we have 9 of Wands. I'm almost would place money on it that whoever this individual is somebody that's going to view themselves as, I was just trying to save things, Gemini. This is like, I got that Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh kind of vibes. I was just trying to save things. But Gemini was just trying to make it more complicated than it needed to be. Making it an uphill battle. Gemini making things more difficult than it needs to be. Just trying to give them a pizza. Gemini just saying, I didn't want that. You know? I mean, if you had to listen to that for years on end, I'm sure you would feel like you got stabbed in the back. It's like... Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent there. What is my overall opinion here, Gemini? I think this person is hurt. But in this reading, it kind of suggests both parties feel upset about each other's role or action in the connection. This person, unfortunately, seems to... This energy and their self-perspective on how they are, I don't think is going to help here. Because it's kind of implying that they see Gemini as more of the problem and themselves as more of a, I was just trying to get us through this, Gemini, and if you weren't causing all this bickering and problems, then yeah, we could have done it, but I just don't understand what Gemini's problem is, So this person kind of feels like they're the peace bringer or somebody that was just trying to fix things, all right? And you were complicating it or making it more complicated than it needed to be, all right? And I think this person's struggling with that because in the reality is it's like, well, maybe their approach sucked. I don't know, but I don't think this person. I don't know what to think because it does also show the 6 of Swords energy. So there is some truth that this person does want to repair or heal things, but it kind of seems like they've hit a point where it's not working, and their approach isn't being received well by you. So they're like, well, what do I do now? So I don't know. But this energy overall, I think, is very difficult to deal with. And if it is going on, it's very hard to say if improvement is possible, because you're going to need a very different approach. When two people are in the same energy like this, it's a real problem. Because then it's like sitting at a negotiation table, and it's like, what am I going to get? What are you going to get? What are you going to do different? Well, I didn't do this. I don't. You guys know what I'm going with this. So either this applies to you or it don't. We got lots of Gemini energy here. We got some Scorpio energy. Got 4 cards of Gemini. A little bit of Sagittarius, Leo energy. Leo makes sense here. Alright, thanks for watching, Gemini. Leave me a like if you got something out of that. Cancer. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, tell me about the person that are Cancers. Want to spy on. Who is this person? It says someone you're on the outs with, Cancer. You either separated from this person. Be a lot of reasons for the Five of Pentacles energy, but it is oftentimes feeling left out, disconnected, separated. Can also describe issues that caused bad times. You know, life is obviously filled with inconveniences that occur for no reason sometimes, which causes problems and friction between two people, and they part ways. A lot of connections can thrive when things, are going well, but when the going gets tough, people suddenly realize, hey, you're on your own. I don't want to be in this anymore. All right. Tell me about the person that we're spying on for Cancer. This person being described as Five of Pentacles energy. Cancer. We have the King of Swords. Okay. What else are they thinking about towards Cancer? So we have Six of Wands. It's horizontal here. Why is this person thinking about Six of Wands horizontal? We have the page showing up here, Page of Swords reversed. This is not telling me a whole lot. Tell me about King of Swords. Why are they thinking that? Okay, so we got a connection here. That's good. What is this person doing in the Page of Swords reversed energy? What are they doing? Why is that reversed? Conflict, it says. Okay. What was the Six of Wands about? What is that about? So, romance, something that failed, I think. Connection, Ten of Pentacles reversed. So this person is thinking about why something came to an end, Cancer, between you and them. I'm still not 100% with this Page of Swords reversed going to the Six of Wands energy. It seems to be some type of like it's like why something didn't work, but it's showing some like referencing like conflict, or it's just a loss, a wash. But it shows like kind of like an energy that's like maybe the way it ended or the way it was handled is conflicting or problematic. Like they're not, it doesn't seem like there could be some frustration about, it's kind of suggesting like a frustration of why it didn't work or why it ended. Right? This person shows in the King of Swords energy, which is a very kind of logical, cold energy. And this would be like an energy wanting to know answers or being direct or something like that. And it's about a connection between you and them. This person seems to be, I would think, somebody that's wanting answers about something. But this energy is more describing someone that's frustrated. That's what I'm getting heavily here. There's a demand, I want answers kind of energy from this person. I would imagine this could be a Cancer that bounced out of a situation or decided to end things. Or had to end things. This could be a person that is a little not happy with the answer they were given. How does this person see Cancer? They don't see you talking or doing anything to communicate. We have Knight of Swords reversed, or they see you like holding back or being reserved with your communication. This is also kind of an energy where there's not a whole lot of declaring going on. This for certain, for a small slither of Cancers, this can describe they see your energy sometimes as a bit hostile when you communicate. Like you'll respond to them in a callous way or just an uncaring way. That's if you're talking. How does Cancer see this person responding on Cancer? How does Cancer see that person? Tower. Wow. Someone that no longer serves you. I would imagine, Cancer, this is a connection between two different people that probably came together. And in the beginning, it was great when it worked. But it would almost suggest that some type of issue arose or came into the situation. Now, this is somewhat suggesting mainly a Cancer of some sort that either, I would think, chose to leave the situation, ended it for some unknown reason that I'm not seeing here, or just felt they didn't want to be in this for whatever reason anymore because of X reason. Or maybe didn't intend it to go for a very long time. I don't know. There's something around that, but this person's showing that frustrated energy. This kind of also has vibes of rejection breeds obsession. What truth is this person distorting from Cancer? The High Priestess horizontal. Tell us more about that. What is bothering this person so much? This person's this person is showing in what they're distorting here is that their stance on things, even if it sounds clear or decisive, is not at all whatsoever. It's just describing that they have a lot of uncertainty, worries, doubts, or their mind is clouded when it comes to this situation. Alright, it shows them in Two of Wands energy, so they're kind of staying put, trying to figure out options. Again, this is showing like a frustration that's bleeding through here of some sort. Somebody that's, basically it's a Cancer that's taking up real estate in their mind. But they're not yielding anything from it. What is this person hiding from Cancer? This person still wants to make something work or find a way to begin something with you. Tell us more about Magician energy. It is favorable. Tell us more about the Magician. We have Hierophant and we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles reversed here. I don't know if that was supposed to be upright or not, but we'll take it. We have the Ten of Pentacles here as well, reversed. Tell us more about the Ten of Pentacles reversed. We have Justice. My overall opinion, Cancer, is this is a person that, it's your own energy coming through. I think this person wants to make something work with you, a commitment, marriage, alright, or a long-term connection of some sort. It does emphasize somebody that doesn't seem to be happy about things being over, alright. Unfortunately, this reading, I think, is only going to apply to certain Cancers that were encountering some situation like this, where it was potentially going in the long-term direction, or there was like some type of idea between the both of you that it could have been a long-term thing, or was getting to that point. It seems like it came to an end, and this energy is just describing someone that's not over it. All right, you're still wondering about you. Now, this person could quite honestly just, in a perfect world, they just put all this behind them and move on and go and find something new, get on with their life, but this person's not choosing to do it's suggesting they're not choosing to do that. They want to come back around. Have another go with Cancer. Alright? There seems to be like some energy that is, I don't know if it's like a convincing you on why that needs to happen or something, but this person's hesitant, which kind of tells me that in some ways that they're expecting to get resistance from you. There is some, I guess, wanting to find a way to fix things. Yeah, I know things went nuclear, and there's probably nuclear fallout, so things are going to be tainted for like ever. But I'm pretty sure we can, you know, clean it up a little and make it work, Cancer. You know, I think we've got a spirit animal here. What is your opinion on this? What do you think? Is Cancer making a bad decision here? What do you think? Oh. Was pointing to the tower here. Oh boy. Alright, I'll let you out. I think that's all Chief has to say here, Cancer. Chief was reaching out to the tower, so I don't know. Anyways, that's what I got for you, Cancer. Take it or leave it. What's the good news here? This person still has interest in you. Alright? We can work on it. This person sees the possibility that we can do it. If we put our minds to it. I think they feel that things can resolve if Cancer is on board. Alright, thanks for watching, Cancer. You be the judge. You be the judge. Jury and executioner, I suppose. This is like a Cancer that just left. I don't need you anymore. You are terminated. Leo. Alright, Leo, let's do this. Tell me about the person our Leos want to spy on. Who is this person? Says a King of Pentacles. Could be Bill Gates, Elon Musk, your boss. Just kidding. Tell us more about, why does it say the King of Pentacles? Temperance. Well, I can't say anything negative. It's just describing a well-rounded person. A little odd. Alright, we'll come back to that, I guess. Tell us about this well-rounded person for Leo that we're spying on. What are they thinking about towards Leo? The devil. Well, yeah. Well-rounded, I guess is correct. Nine of Pentacles. What a bizarre energy. How does this person see Leo? Ace of Swords? Why is devil energy here? Give me a hot minute, Leo, to try and decipher what this is probably suggesting. Why is the person we're spying on for Leo thinking about the devil energy towards Leo? Seven of Cups. Why are they thinking about the Nine of Pentacles? What does the devil energy have to do with Leo? Ace of Swords again. Bizarre reading. Well, okay, so what would the devil energy mean for Leo? I'm not going to take that. Let's use a different deck. It was showing 4 cups. But disappoint. Okay, well maybe that would have made sense. Why is the devil, why is it even here? The devil energy. What was occurring in devil energy? The world horizontal. Okay, I'm putting that back because that's not okay. So I'm not making any progress understanding that. How does Leo see those person? Sun, and it goes to Ace of Swords. I don't know what to think here, Leo, because it's showing somebody that is curious about a connection with you. It's showing that they want to talk, or they are talking with you. But it's not tremendously clear why the devil energy is here. I don't know if that's showing like some type of sexual energy. And I have to point that out. I know some people don't like it. They're like, why are you talking about it? I'm like, well, because that can be referenced with the devil energy. It is a card of anything that's pretty much negative. It does heavily talk about illusions and things like that, which I'm not going to go into, but can be references of sexuality here. And I'm saying that because I can't find any obvious reason why it's here. It's showing, it would suggest how you see this person in the sun, which is a favorable card as well to them. Their energy is showing favorable. What is the problem? There has to be an issue here. What is the problem with the person we're spying on for Leo? What is the issue that I'm not seeing? Six of Swords. Okay, so there's been an issue moving things forward. Or there's been turbulence. Or some uncertainty around that. Why is there uncertainty? Saying Eight of Swords. So there's overthinking occurring. So it's saying that, so there is an illusion of some sort, or something that's clouding things, so it does make sense. Both of these are synergistic with each other, so it is showing some overthinking of some sort, but again, I'm still not entirely sure why the Devil could be. I split the deck onto Two of Swords. So this person is second thinking, so it could be suggesting here this person is second thinking something, or worried about something. How does the Devil relate to Leo? Page of Pentacles, that doesn't tell us nothing. How? Okay, I don't know. Why is this overthinking occurring? So I guess let's ask that. So we have High Priestess. Tell us more about the High Priestess. So this can be relating to one's mind or intuition. And it comes back to the world again. So this has some... This reading is very challenging, in my opinion, Leo, because it's not... It describes a situation where on paper, at first glance, it's good. But then it doesn't give us real clarity on why the Devil's here. Okay? It hints at some reference that this person is confused or going in circles about something. Alright? Which is one potential explanation for the Devil energy. When it comes to the Devil energy, it can talk about essentially not similarities, but references to insanity, where somebody is doing something repetitively and not seeing a way out of something. So in this context, it is showing that this person is repetitively thinking about something when it comes to you. And it kind of suggests like their mind is telling them one thing, but they're challenging it or they're uncertain. Oh, we got another cat here. How many cats we got in this room? Here's the behemoth. I feel like I just keep letting cats out. It's like the second cat out. Alright. So, what is this person that we're spying on for Leo? What are they so worried about? What is their biggest concern? What are they so worried about? So it shows Hermit energy. Tell us more. Queen of Pentacles. And we have the King here. Pentacles. This person's worried if you're the right fit of some sort here. Alright? There's a contemplation of whether to stay single and on the market or to commit to a connection. Or try to. Alright? What is the immediate problem with this reading? It's going to be very specific for certain situations. Because it's basically a person that is looking at themselves as having certain qualities, whether that's their job, their career, their future. Alright? And then they're looking at a Leo and trying to figure out, you know, they're weighing out in some ways if they were to commit or to offer or try to, yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to say it, commit to a connection of some sort, they're having like some type of like worry or doubt about that on the success of it. And part of what's causing them to worry about that is your qualities. Essentially, if both of you are on the same page, that seems to be what it would suggest is bothering this person. So this is somebody that, in my opinion, is probably nitpicking, or well, I don't want to say they're nitpicking. All right, they might just have I don't know. They're like, yeah, we kind of work, but I'm not really sure if that's a long-term thing. You know, it's like a person that could be being overly critical. This kind of tells me that they're trying to protect themselves, Leo. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes it can be, because it's like this person's trying to, this is like somebody trying to say, well, if I give you this money, am I going to get a guarantee it's going to turn into $1 million? Is this going to be a wise investment? This is kind of what's going on here. And then they're getting the answer back, well, it could be a 1% chance it's not going to work out. And they're like, oh, whoa, 1%? Oh, a whole 1%? That may not work out? What is this person hiding from Leo? Person we're spying on for Leo. Five of Cups energy. I've seen that in I think like 2 other readings. This person hides a lot of disappointment. I remember when I just said this person's probably had a bad experience or been let down or something like that. It's already showing that this person's worried that they're going to get disappointed again. Alright, this person may have been... I'm not saying you did it, Leo. It could have been some other situation or something. I don't know. They're worried about getting like shafted or let down or something. I think it's more being like disappointed or something like that. Why is this person hiding the Five of Cups energy? What is so significant about Five of Cups? Two of Swords. What does that have to do with Leo? Walking away. I don't know what to think about that, Leo. I mean, this is a person that's like, they're hiding this disappointment, kind of mourning, sad energy, loss. It's kind of negative thinking, and it's going to Two of Swords. This could talk about, you know, blocked emotions, conflict, uncertainty, weighing things out, and then it's going to walking away from an emotionally unfulfilling situation. There's some type of conflict in this. I don't know if... Now, the problem is, how do we interpret that? You know? The truth is, there's a lot of ways it could go, because it could be suggesting that they're worried about you leaving the situation. It could be suggesting that they're worried that they would have to walk away from the situation again. But I think, if I'm honest, I think the energy is more showing a concern about somebody getting into a situation that may not work and then having to either leave it or abandon it. In other words, they put time and effort into something that ends up being nothing, amounting to nothing. I think this person's worried about... This person, whoever they are, is also somebody that's trying to, you know, worried about some type of... I don't know if they're worried about some type of toxic cycles or something. Alright. This could be a reading for a Leo that was dealing with somebody that's kind of showing them like hot and cold energy, where they're like, I don't understand what his deal is. He seems like he or she kind of seems like they want it, and then they're kind of backing off a little bit. I'll get you a card of advice here because I don't honestly know what to say as far as the right solution here. What advice can we give for Leo that are in this situation? Saying Page of Wands and it went over the Devil with 7 of Cups. Basically, it would be saying to talk about whatever this is. But the problem is, it's like trying to figure out exactly what that is. I suppose you could try, if this situation applies to Leo, you could probably try and reach out to this person and just say, hey, what kind of crap have you been in? I don't know. Is something bothering you? Are you worried about something occurring? I suppose that's one way of figuring it out. Is there something that you're worried might actually happen? That, like, I might turn into a psycho that's going to probably put you on a murder documentary? Nothing like that, huh? Okay. Or are you worried that I'm going to, I don't know, be taking life insurance policies out on you behind your back? Are any of those things bothering you? You want to talk about any of that? Yeah. Anyways, good luck to you, Leo. I could totally see a Leo doing that. Well, and you know what the line would be at if you ask, why did you do that? You know what Leo would say? They deserved it. They deserved it. I'm not a bitch at all, but they deserved it. Oh yeah. They had it coming. When did you figure that out? From day one of dating. I pretty much planned ahead, baby. Hopefully not, Leo. Love you, my bargain tigers. Virgo. Tell me about the person our Virgos want to spy on. Who is this person? Seven of Cups. Could be a person that just kind of leaves things up in the air. Confuses you. I don't know. Can't talk about fantasy or things like that, but I don't think that's referencing that here. We have Scorpio energy here. This could be a person that throws a lot of ideas around. Or it can just be a person that's tricky to sometimes figure out where they're going with things. Or what their angle is. Tell us about this person that our Virgos want to spy on. What is this person thinking about towards Virgo? So we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the King of Cups. What else are they thinking about towards Virgo? Ace of Pentacles is reversed here. How does this person see Virgo? Sun, Six of Pentacles. So they look at you fairly favorably here. Just trying to figure out what is implying. The only thing I can really say so far, Virgo, is this person does see you in a favorable light, but they don't see anything starting. They have the King of Cups and Wheel of Fortune is good in their thoughts here. Well, actually, the Wheel of Fortune is not entirely clear why that's there, but how does Virgo see this person we're spying on for Virgo? Ace of Swords reversed. I find it odd that they see you as Ace of Pentacles reversed and you see them as the Ace of Swords reversed. They're both opportunity cards, both reversed. Why are the opportunity cards reversed? Because there's no connection, it says. So this person still has interest in you, that's the good news. But it's saying there's no connection. It's up in the air. Maybe that's what it is, up in the air. So I guess I'm going to ask the million-dollar question. Why is there no connection between Virgo and this person? And it says the Ace of Wands. Nothing is starting, there's no... Again, it's talking about you got 3 opportunity cards here. So the Ace of Wands is talking about a spark, action potential. But it does require most times it requires somebody to put effort or something to get it going. Some type of interest, enthusiasm, desire. Why doesn't this... So the person we're spying on for Virgo, why aren't they engaging the Ace of Wands energy towards Virgo? We have Moon. So it says... So when it comes to the Ace of Wands, which is what... Basically, as I said... You would want that Ace of Wands for them to be engaging it because it means they're doing something. It's saying, when I'm asking why they're not doing that, it's saying Moon and Chariot reversed. Insurmountable obstacles, doubt, unknowns, worry, or this person is overcomplicating something or stressing about something. Basically, this person's coming up with more reasons on why not to do something than they are on why they should take action. This kind of implies that there's some type of negative thinking. This person also is, with this Wheel of Fortune, it's also implying wishful thinking going on here. When things are right, when it's the perfect time, only when the temperature is exactly 75 degrees, it has to be on a Friday, the sky has to be blue. It needs to be in just kind of between spring and summer. I don't want it too humid. And I need to have X amount of money in my bank account. Virgo needs to be at this point in time on this particular date when I'm free, off work, not stressed, and not worrying and stressing about every last little thing that could go wrong in my life. Then my heart will be open and it'll be a potential. There's potential there. I just gotta wait for that time. Well, life isn't going to be perfect. It could be. It could. Okay. Okay. This person may have an unrealistic idea on when the right time is to approach you. Or conditions. Oh, whatever. Right down here. I'll let one come over the other deck here. Put that back. All right. What is this person hiding from Virgo? The person we're spying on Virgo. So we have the 3 of Pentacles. That's good. What else? I do wonder if this person, for some of you, is someone you associate with from time to time, which could be someone you know from a work site. Five of Pentacles. Why are they hiding that? Why are they hiding the Five of Pentacles? Three of Wands. What does that even say? Double threes. Three plus five. So working on something, moving something forwards. I don't think this person likes the idea of being disconnected from you. I think they would like, in some ways, they're imagining how to make something work. It doesn't seem like they know exactly how. I really don't know for the life of me why this seems to be such a complex problem to them. This Chariot reverse is telling us something that for some reason this person seems to see like barriers or something between you and them. You know, this is that kind of situation. You're like, okay, go and get it. And they're like, oh, no, can't. Because of this reason. Okay. Then you talk to them about that reason. Oh, wait, yeah, but, and then there's this. And this. You know, this is like a person that's coming up with reasons. Or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. So they're, for some reason, they're, I want to say they're overcomplicating things. That's kind of what it seems like. But they're seeing some type of obstacles or barriers. It does show them kind of desiring to want to work on things or progress things or find a solution. I don't know if that's even pertaining to you. What I'm saying is them trying to work on things to come towards you, or is that coming to you and then trying to resolve things? Because I'm trying to figure out, like, is this describing a situation? I mean, this kind of almost looks like it potentially could be a new person, but is it somebody that's old? I don't know. I mean, it is an X reading, so I'm assuming you've... And it would make sense with the Chariot reverse that you've had problems with this person, or there's been some barriers between the both of you, but this person is overstressing about it. The Three of Pentacles can probably imply trying to put effort onto cohesively resolve something together. Now, I don't think in practicality, like, this person would come to you and be like, let's draw a plan on how to do this. I think it would just be trying to show up in a more teamwork kind of manner. Oh yeah, you know, it's you know, I know you have this issue, this problem. I don't know, you know, I was thinking maybe we could do this, do that. Would you be interested in that? Like, I don't know. Like, you know, I remember this one time where at dinner you're telling me about this crushing debt that you're dealing with. Maybe I could pay some of the bills and you pay some of them, and then I could slide into your bedroom. Would that be all right with you? And you can cook me those delicious quesadillas you always make. And I can go and sit and watch TV. How would Virgo feel about that? Making quesadillas while they go and sit and watch TV? World reversed. So it doesn't suggest you be very fond of that idea. What about if this guy? What about if this person was making quesadillas and Virgo was sitting watching TV? Five of Pentacles. I guess that wouldn't work either. Five of Pentacles energy. What about if Virgo and this person were both making quesadillas? Queen of Swords. Okay. Kind of suggest you would talk about that. Well, tell me more about the Queen of Swords. What would be the optimal solution? Four of Cups reversed. We're getting really off topic at this point. Two of Wands. It was said from a politically correct standpoint with this Queen of Swords that the correct solution Virgo would imply is, how about we both find a solution where both of us can be satisfied and choose on something. That just sounds like a very constructive way of looking at it. Like, I don't want to be disappointed and you don't want to be disappointed, so maybe we both can find something that we're okay with. How would this person feel about that? This solution this queen would propose. Knight of Swords. I guess they might entertain it. Go with it. Alright. Well, there you go. Virgo solving problems even in the tarot. It's like you're not even actually doing anything and you're solving it. Working it out. Alright. Advice for Virgo. Says take a chance, consider taking a risk, full energy. One would imply with this Ace of Wands, if it's implying for you to do it, you'll probably know. I don't know. I'm almost certain like this will be for like a Virgo that just knows. You know if it's your situation. Thanks for watching, Virgo. We're still recording, thank God. Libra. Alright, tell me about the person our Libras want to spy on. Who is this person? Shows an Emperor. Shows Ace of Wands reversed. So... both fire energy here. So we'll come back to that, Libra. So Ace of Wands here is horizontal. So it's showing like an action potential that's not necessarily upright or reversed. So it's kind of on standby, which tells me that there's some sort of stagnancy occurring. Tell me about the person our Libras want to spy on. What is this person thinking about? Ace of Wands reversed. Or Ace of Pentacles reversed, I'm sorry. What else are they thinking about towards Libra? Double reversed. Okay. Some sort of attachment with this person. Tell me about Ace of Pentacles reversed. Why the Moon? Moon. How does this person see Libra? On the outs with you? Okay. This is a person that is, well, we'll say that immediately that they're disconnected from you. Alright, something it would suggest fall through here. Double reverse energy is again also suggesting detachment. Why are they thinking about it? I don't know. How does Libra see this person? Things aren't moving forwards, it says, not going anywhere. Knight of Pentacles reversed. What is this person doing in Emperor energy? So they're holding position, being stubborn. Star reversed. That doesn't tell me anything. Why does it say star reversed? Same because they're stressed. They have a lot weighing on their mind. How can this person be in Emperor energy if they're in star reversed and Nine of Swords? So Ten of Cups, it says, that would kind of align with that. So it's still somewhat unclear on what this is saying here. The Emperor can be a family-like energy. It is a leader of some sort, and it's showing in the picture here like a role of some sort, but it's saying that's why they're in this energy. It's like saying something like a support figure or someone that either is going to play that role or was playing that role. It's really hard to say. So when I'm asking why they're in this energy, it's highlighting something around that. That's how either they're seeing themselves like that or they were playing that role. I don't know. But the reality is it's showing them in a star reversed energy is suggesting failing to really heal, or can also talk about a lack of optimism or inspiration, which again kind of synergizes with Nine of Swords energy because that is a high source of stress energy. Sometimes it's going to be described as like your mind's crushing you. You've got something that's weighing on you. This person's energy is a little strange. It also showing Moon energy about Ace of Pentacles reversed. So something that fell through here. This person has a lot of stress or worry on their mind. Or they just have a lot of, I don't know, uncertainty of some sort. They are aware, it would suggest they're disconnected from you, and furthermore, it clarifies on your side that it would suggest you're disconnected from this person, it's not moving forward, they're not going anywhere. So this can describe either a person for sure that it would be a Libra that is separated from, A. B, a person that you were married to that is no longer, it's not progressing, it's going backwards, it also fit here. Or C, a situation where it was a connection that is that probably had some significant meaning or value, but it's just not pushing forwards anymore. It's struggling, or it's just kind of I don't know, going backwards again. So it's kind of similar to the first two, I suppose. Tell me about this person we're spying on for Libra. What is this person hiding? So, Six of Swords reversed. Tell me about the Six of Swords reversed. This kind of suggests a failure to move on in what they're hiding. This says, I don't know what to make of this person's energy, Libra. It's quite tricky. So Six of Swords, when it's reversed, it can tell us immediately that it's somebody that's staying put in their ideology. For example, you know, if you had, you know, like, look, remember when we had those fires in California recently, right? Well, there was two choices the homeowners had to make. All right, your home. If you walked outside and you saw there was, you know, fire in the distance, there was an evacuation order. There's one of two choices you had. Your first choice was to pack your stuff, get a small bag together, and get out of there. All right. You move to calmer waters. Now it's not for say calmer waters, but you're seeing some type of storm or challenge on the horizon, right? Which is a fire. You know it's coming towards you, but rather than wither it, you choose to get out somewhere safer. You go somewhere where there's not fire, right? But the reversal of this card can kind of suggest you see that challenge coming towards you, but you stay put. You're going to ride through it. Now, obviously anybody with half a brain knows there's going to be consequences if you do that, all right? Maybe you will. Maybe the fire, you know, some people were watering the walls and everything, and the fire somehow was able to kind of avoid it, and they saved their home. All right. Now, the alternative of that is that there could have been consequences. They could have been burned to death, right? But that's the troubling problem with the Six of Swords energy, is when it's reversed, it could be one of those scenarios. It's saying that this person's like weighing that kind of logic or that kind of energy in their mind. They're hiding it, and it's going to 8 of Pentacles. Which is not like a strong relationship card, but it kind of does talk about your craft, working on something, developing something. So this tells me like there's some type of mindset of the person of trying to make something work or try to work on it. Now, what would they be trying to work on? Well, it's suggesting something that isn't working. So it almost implies that this person's like, I'm not taking no for an answer. It's like they want to try and, there's some part of them that still wants to fix something. All right. We have Knight of Cups and Two of Cups show up that shot out. I think this person recognizes a connection that's over, but still wants to kind of maybe approach again. But their energy is like, I think that's just an idea they're throwing out there. This person's energy is more strongly suggesting he won't do anything. At least not right now. There's too much clouding going on. How does Libra feel about this person? How did Libra... Yeah. This won't apply to all of you, but I'm just asking for me to help understand reading. How does Libra feel about this person that we're spying on for Libra? Moon energy as well. Both of you have moon energy. So there's a lot of uncertainty from your side, or unknowns. How does Libra see the Six of Swords reverse going to 8 of Pentacles energy? Judgment. Why does it say Judgment? So it does kind of suggest if things were worked on, it kind of implies, it would suggest your energy would kind of imply you could see it being successful. What can Libra expect from this person? It's predicting a new start of some sort, or taking a chance, the Fool. So it's possible this person will come around to you, Libra. I'm not 100%. This to me seems like it's got a lot of, there's some serious clouding or unknowns here. Like, it's up in the air type thing. Alright, what's the good news out of this? It seems like this person still has interest in you. It also suggests this person's kind of aware that it seems like there's been setbacks and they would like to work through that. Alright. I suppose one would ask what caused all these issues before. I don't know. Something caused all these issues, but I don't have enough time to explore that. Alright. Thanks for watching, Libra. I think this person, it suggests, it's bringing some, I don't know, potential that there may be an opportunity. This person may opt to come around to you or re-engage you. For some of you, obviously, alright? Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio. Hope all of you are doing well. Tell us about a person that we're spying on for Scorpio. So we have 10 of Pentacles. Why does it describe this person as 10 of Pentacles? We have Death horizontal here. So my assumption is this is a person you may have had quite a long some type of serious connection here. All right. It's still not really clear though. I'll come back to this. Tell us about the person that we're spying on for Scorpio. What is this person thinking about towards Scorpio? We have Temperance reversed. What else are they thinking about? So we have High Priestess showing up. Give me a hot minute here. Tell me more about the High Priestess. This person is in their mind quite a bit. Contemplation about re-engaging this. Why is this person thinking about Temperance reverse? So we have King of Cups in the reversed stance. So whoever this person is, Scorpio, somebody that is having, I would kind of argue that there is emotions towards you, but also a side of them that's a little bit cold or shut off. So what it's basically saying is it's like a person that in some ways does have, you know, they do have a soft side to you, or a special side where they have some type of emotional connection to you. Romantic, whatever you want to call it. But with Temperance being reversed here, it's kind of implying that this is kind of going in a reverse position to a degree because of something that's imbalanced or it's not working between the both of you. Basically, that their affection towards you is being tarnished by something. It doesn't say what, though. This person's in their mind with the Six of Pentacles energy. It is a generous giving energy. But it's not very specific what else it's saying there. How does this person see Scorpio? So we have the Seven of Pentacles horizontal. How does Scorpio see this person? You see this person that says is King of Wands. Why does this person see Scorpio as Seven of Pentacles horizontal? Three of Wands. What is that saying there? Oh, okay, well, so this does, again, kind of suggest here, Scorpio, a person, whoever this individual is kind of weighing out the fruits of the connection and the negatives of the connection. What was yielding good results and what wasn't. This is coming back to this Temperance reverse. Really and truly what this is saying overall so far is that you've got a person here that is seeing some really good things that I guess work for them, but they're also seeing some problems that have not yielded the best results for them when it came to you. Now, I don't know how that would show up in real life. I don't know. Maybe that's just like, I don't know, there's certain differences that get in the way. I said this in another reading. This is like a situation where it's like somebody encounters somebody that they're like, they see a bunch of qualities that are great, but then they're like, but there's just this and this. If that was gone, it'd be really good, you know? But it creates that kind of issue where they know it's not going to be gone, So now, then it comes to like, well, do I deal with it or not to deal with it? I think this person's worried that they would lose interest. What is this person we're spying on for Scorpio? What is their biggest concern with Scorpio? It says devil. This person's worried about like toxic patterns or something becoming toxic, or they're worried about some type of loop or cycle occurring between the both of you. So essentially, they're worried about the relationship going from good to ugly, turning into something that could be kind of bad. Like I said, an unhealthy connection. I guess the question is, why do they think so? I don't know. There's obviously factors that they're seeing could be a potential problem. Drug or alcohol could be a factor. Smoking weed all day, things like that. Maybe this person wondering about, like, I don't know. People, you know, sometimes in situations where it's an individual that's got like a, you know, truckload of problems. How does Scorpio see this person? No, not see this person. Sorry, we already asked that. So you see him as King of Wands energy. How does Scorpio feel about this person? Page of Swords. It kind of almost implies like you don't like overall see this person as like very like serious. Like you see them as curious or curious but not serious. How does Temperance reverse relate to Scorpio? Three of Cups reversed. It's quite a negative card. Question is, what was going on? So Three of Cups reversed can be kind of bad times. Can sometimes talk about ex-partners. If you're a Scorpio, that's, you know, this high chance of a situation where a person comes in the picture and they find out it's a Scorpio that's still dealing or getting over another ex-partner, and this person's like, yeah, this is going to be a problem. High chance of that in this reading. Any situation involving a Scorpio trying to get over another person, this person's seeing as an issue. Another potential issue is a marriage that fell through, or a relationship that was supposed to go in that direction that fell through. They're seeing that as an issue. Why was Three of Cups reversed occurring? We got Ten of Swords here. Some Page of Pentacles reversed. That doesn't tell us much. What is this person hiding from Scorpio? So we have the Knight of Cups. It's horizontal here. This person's on the fence. They want to approach you, but they're uncertain whether to do so. and it went over the night, the King of Cups reverse, suggesting they're still uncertain about how their romantic feelings are towards you. What is the solution to this problem? Five of Pentacles. Why does it say that's the solution? So it's saying moving things to calmer water, being on the outs of each other. So it's saying that the main problem is being disconnected from each other. You see something in this, instead of being disconnected, it's kind of, you notice that hand there. This person feels emotionally disconnected from you. You've really got a person here, Scorpio, and I don't know, what to think of this reading overall. What's the good news here? The good news is it does describe a person that sees something with you. In private, it would suggest that they're like, yeah, there is something there, that they could see as a connection. But what's tarnishing it is that there's uncertainty with this person, and there's an emotional blockage where it's kind of like they're concerned about their feelings kind of becoming cold, or their feelings are already kind of cold to some extent. There's like a hesitancy from this person on whether they should even come towards you or not. I think this person's, a large part of the reason of why they're so hesitant also is they're reflecting on past times. Again, I'd probably come back to, you would obviously know better than I would and what that's about. It does kind of suggest, as far as a big problem here, is that there's an emotional disconnect. All right. I think this person kind of also looks at things and is like, is there any point? They may feel that you're just not that interested, Scorpio. Or I don't know, you're not that enthusiastic about it. So they're kind of, I think, also arguing that fact, like, well, they're not even that enthusiastic, so why should I? I don't really give a shit. I want to, but they're not interested. How does Scorpio feel about that Six of Swords energy? Four of Wands reversed. Well, that could be a problem there. Well, that talks about emotional or relationship instability, or no relationship, or no progression. Oh, and then we have Four of Wands. Well, I don't know. Maybe it could suggest, if you look at it this way, maybe for some of you do see it's possible to, to navigate through things to, you see what I'm saying? You see that pattern there? No connection, nobody there. Now we have something. So I think some of you may see a possibility as well, but I don't know. You be the judge of that, Scorpio. I don't know what this person's going to do, right? I'm going to have to figure that out, all right? I think what's the good news, as I said, overall, this person still has some desire that there's a possibility, a hope. Something will change. I just don't know how life will kind of portray or make things happen. Maybe if you manifest it enough, something will line up. Sagittarius. All right, tell me about the person we're spying on for Sagittarius. Who is this person? What can we know? So we have Ten of Swords. Sounds like somebody that you had a pretty bad ending with. So this would be for a Sagittarius that I guess things did not go so well. It does suggest somebody that you sit under the tree a lot about. Translation, the should have, the could have, the would have, you wonder about them. Some of you may wonder if this person's going to come back around. Others of you may just be disappointed how things turned out. So if you're haven't been disappointed by anyone lately, this reading may not apply to you. Alright, tell me about this person that our Sagittarius have been under the tree about. So this person's thinking about Ace of Swords towards you. What else are they thinking about? So Six of Swords reversed. This sounds like a reconciliation energy, or immediately. I split it on what do we got? Sun and Fool. Why was the Six of Swords reversed to begin with? What was the problem? So I'm gonna take that. What was this one? Star reversed. I'm not gonna take that either. Both of those could apply though, but let's get another card. Why was the Six of Swords, you know what, no, let's use Crow Tarot. Why was the Six of Swords reversed between Sagittarius and this person? So we have this Three of Pentacles here. Looks like it could have been teamwork issues. Potentially. And it says Queen of Cups. Probably suggests a Sagittarius that was emotions were waxing or waning when it came to this person. So waxing and waning romantic emotions towards something and a teamwork issue. Wish I had that card still. There it is. So we got a queen here that probably isn't too interested in her role anymore. Why would that probably be occurring? It probably suggests unhappy about something. Something was dampening the spirit. Okay? It calls things to kind of stay stuck or prevent things from moving to a better, healthier direction. So, translation, there was some issue going on here that wasn't resolved. Or was brewing or growing in size. Could have been maybe, I don't know, this person was unaware of it, or they just didn't, I don't know, work on things. Or the right problems. Or they just had other stuff they're dealing with, I'm not sure. Let's find out how does the person that we're spying on for Sagittarius, how do they see Sagittarius? Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, so they kind of judgment as well. This person sees you as being somebody that's not really worried about the situation, Sagittarius. They also, in some ways, from their perspective, feel that you have either moved on or you're just doing your own thing, like this isn't bothering you, this situation isn't, it's not an issue for you, you've kind of moved on past it. How does Sagittarius see this person that we're spying on for Sagittarius? So it says the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How about that? The 9 of Swords reversed. Both of you see each other the same way. I had the same phenomenon occur for one other reading. Isn't that crazy? Well, so both of you kind of feel the other one doesn't care. Huh. Not worried about this no more. And I think it's funny because you have matching energies where they're kind of wondering about you and stuff, and it would suggest you are too. Reciprocating energies. What is this person we're spying on Sagittarius hiding from Sagittarius? So it shows 2 of Pentacles. Tell us more about that. Why are they hiding that? So I have Temperance. I think this person wants to make something work with you. Right? It's favorable to you. So it's suggesting what they're hiding is like, well, it's kind of implying from your standpoint, you're looking like, well, they don't really care. But in reality, what it's saying is they do. I just don't think this person knows how to resolve things, though. They want things to work out. What's stopping this person from coming towards Sagittarius? Person we're spying on for Sagittarius, what's stopping them from coming towards Sagittarius? So it says 7 of Swords. Why? What are they doing in 7 of Swords? Ace of Wands reversed. So they're avoiding doing anything. They're avoiding taking action, it says. Why are they avoiding taking action? What's causing them to... Why would they need to avoid taking action? We have 2 of Wands reversed. I think this person doesn't know what to do. What should Sagittarius do? Four of Wands. You may need to plug in. This could be a dead battery situation. Once this Sagittarius reached out about this 4 of Wands to this person, then what? Oh, then it says they'll be at a decision. So maybe don't do that. I don't really know what the correct solution to this. I mean, if there is even one, I don't even know why we're doing this reading. It doesn't seem like it has a obvious outcome. What is the point of this reading? Page of Wands, initiating something. But why would you initiate something if they're at a crossroads? It doesn't make sense. It says for like a new start. Take a chance. I don't know, Sagittarius. I really don't know what to tell you. It's my conclusion overall is that this is a situation that probably came to an end for one reason or another, alright? This may have been a Sagittarius that started losing interest or emotions kind of started waxing or waning, and the efforts, slowly dwindled. Why did that probably happen? Who truly knows? Only you would, if this applied to you. But it's probably suggesting you saw reasons or problems that likely you're going to say it's this person was causing it. Maybe it was mutual. I don't know. But whatever the case is, it kind of would suggest it came to an end. It wasn't obviously a welcoming ending. But nonetheless, it suggests it didn't work. Then post this thing, it's suggesting still some type of reflection onto the connection, which is suggest on both sides is occurring. Then it says, when I'm asking why this person, if this person wants to work on things with you, why aren't they doing it? It's suggesting they're avoiding doing so. If you were to go to them, it's saying it would come to them as a crossroads. In other words, hey, you want to be in a relationship? I know you wouldn't ask them that and it wouldn't come out like that, but I'm just saying hypothetically. It would say they would come at a crossroads, all right? However, that would then bring to the conclusion of why are we doing this reading then? If it's saying they would just come to a crossroads. Tarot seems to think there's a potential here, all right? And it cites this, that this person's open to working on things. So some of you will know if that's right for you or not, or if that makes sense to you. You can go and give it a shot. I don't know. Maybe they are. But that's what I got for you. Take it or leave it. All right. Saying there's some potential for a certain Sagittarius. I don't know who that applies to, but whatever. Thanks for watching. Capricorn. Tell me what the person our Capricorns are not talking to. Who is this person? It says Six of Swords. This could be suggesting somebody you tried to make things work with or to move things to. This is a common theme that's coming out for all the readings, right? Something that you're trying to transition things, or this could be like saying that you attempted to try and move things to calmer waters, or you wanted to, or there was, I don't know. Maybe you're in the process for some of you of trying to do that currently. Let's see what else comes out. So about the person are Capricorns. I want to spy on. What is this person thinking about towards Capricorn? What is this person thinking about? So we have Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, the World. I'm going to take that above there. I'm going to pull some other cards. Use Darkwood Tarot. says Hermit. What else are they thinking about towards Capricorn? This person we're spying on for Capricorn. Magician. Why is Two of Swords, World, and Ten of Swords here? Eight of Cups, because something ended. Walked away from it. Alright. This person is in their mind, whoever they are, Capricorn. Magician is favorable to you. It does say that this person is looking at potential of something. Doesn't mean to say it will go anywhere. It's just saying that they're seeing there's potential. This World, Two of Swords, and Ten of Swords does kind of tell us that this person is aware of something that came to an end, closed out, in relation to having to walk away from it. So it's describing an ending of some sort that occurred. Which makes sense why. So this person is heavily in their mind, thinking about the situation. How do they see Capricorn? The person that we're spying on for Capricorn. How do they currently see Capricorn? King of Wands. Why do they see Capricorn like that? It says Emperor reversed. How does Capricorn see this person? That we're spying on Capricorn. Seven of Swords reversed. This energy doesn't make sense. Why does Capricorn see this person that we're spying on Capricorn as Seven of Swords reversed? Four of Pentacles reversed. Avoidance, detachment. What is going on in the Emperor reversed energy? Not 100% on this Capricorn. It is kind of suggestive that you see this person in like a detached energy. It's almost like implying just them doing their own thing. Potentially even you know, avoiding or staying low key from you. I'm not really sure in how this person sees you, what it's truly implying. It's like showing them, seeing you in like a masculine kind of energy. I'll come back to that. I don't want to get stumped on that. Like a dominant energy. For some of you, it could be if you're trying to make it work with somebody else, that could be a possibility, but less likely. Wow, it says Emperor reverse and Two of Cups. I do wonder if this person, for some of you, may feel that for certain Capricorns, maybe returning to somebody else, or this person's thinking that you are going back to someone that's familiar to you. Like it says Emperor reverse twice. That's just speculation there, Capricorn, but I think this person, if I have to take a gander, it's something that this person's like viewing it like you're potentially entertaining or dealing with somebody else, or they may feel that somebody's approached you. I mean, you can see it right there. That this Emperor has some type of relationship significance. I don't know. That's the only thing I can draw from that. Just take it or leave it, right? And King of Wands is somebody that would pursue somebody. So I almost wonder if this person's... And this can suggest... I say it all the time, but Three of Pentacles, it can talk about someone from work or co-worker. This could be speculation. This person may think or believe that you're with somebody that you're not. Or you are. I have Five of Wands. This person may... I think there is a strong competitive or playing the field energy. I think this person probably has some belief that you're on the market, you're seeing other people. Tell me about the person we're spying on for Capricorn. What are they hiding from Capricorn? Nine of Pentacles. Why are they hiding that? That doesn't tell us anything. Whoever this person's energy is sucks. Just saying. Tell us about the Nine of Pentacles. We got Seven of Wands. Why do we care about that? Why? What is the relevance of them hiding them? Kind of getting frustrated with their energy. Nine of Wands. I mean, what does that have to do with Capricorn? I don't understand. Why does Capricorn care about that? It's like showing them an independent energy strongly. Three of Wands reversed. What in the Lord is this reading telling us? This could suggest that this person is also playing the field here. I mean, when I say playing the field, just kind of exploring around options, but they don't want you to know that for some reason. Why it doesn't seem like, in my opinion, to really care. This person could be worried that it might affect the balance between the both of you or something like that, but in my opinion, it looks kind of directed already. What is this? I mean, what does this person want with Capricorn? The person we're spying on for Capricorn. Six of Cups reversed. What else do they want? Capricorn. All the other readings have been clear so far. This person's energy is chaotic. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what this person's wanting. There's some reference of potential game playing here. Competitiveness here. Something about the past this person is interested in. This person's energy, Capricorn, seems a little, I mean, it seems a little wishy-washy. Unstable energy. It's not very clear on what this person's agenda really is. They do have interest from something from the past with you. That seems a main priority for some reason. How does like Capricorn feel about this person responding to Capricorn? Tower. So it's almost like you know they're bad news. This Ten of Swords energy from the past here. Why are we doing this reading? It says because of Nine of Swords energy. What does that have to do with Capricorn? It says it's causing a burden of some sort to you. So it's saying that there's some Capricorns that are getting burdened by whoever this person was. In my opinion, that whoever this individual, their energy is taxing. They don't really seem to have much of a rhyme or reason. There's some suggestion. I can't really draw anything out that's really suggesting a long-term partner or something out of this energy. It kind of seems like somebody that's more interested in the drama, game playing, or competition, egos. You know, the challenge, the chase, stuff like that. I think this person would be more interested in. This also has a reference in some ways, like this is a type of person that sees you as somebody else and can't help themselves. That it's like, well, I need to go and get back in the game there because, you know, Capricorn's doing something and I don't like that. But when if I were to ask myself and say, well, why would they bother doing that? It's like, because they want to, it's like almost a control issue or something around that. I don't know, this is kind of weird reading. I would do, in my opinion, normally in a perfect world Capricorn, I would do you another reading, but I just don't have the time today. I'm going to give this one a thumbs down. This person's energy seems very chaotic. It's definitely far leaps and bounds different from the other readings. I don't think this person's really desiring anything really constructive or good. It just seems like they're wanting to be around you, to get something, and then probably move on. Aquarius. All right. Tell me about a person on Aquarius want to spy on. Who is this person? So it says full reversed. So we got some Aquarius energy. Tell me more about the full reversed. We have a King of Pentacles here. So this doesn't tell us a great deal here, Aquarius. It's just saying somebody that either you don't want to take a chance on or you chose not to continue it with. It's not really clear why the King of Pentacles is here. Clarify the full reversed. Yeah, so it goes Ace of Pentacles. So it's just saying something that, like, you're not taking a chance on, or you decided to some type of hesitancy, like let's see what else comes through here, Aquarius. Tell me about the person at Aquarius. What is spy on? What is this person thinking about towards Aquarius? So we have the Two of Wands here. We've got some Aries energy. What else are they thinking about towards Aquarius? Eight of Swords reversed. Clarify the Eight of Swords reversed. Five of Pentacles reversed. So kind of suggests this person is not like stressed or not focusing or worrying about if there's gonna be a reconciliation between the both of you. It does show them at like kind of a standpoint, like where they're trying to figure out, I guess, what to do going forwards, but why does it say Two of Wands? What does that have to do with Aquarius? Seven of Swords. So it's saying why they're thinking that is more saying they're unsure about what your decision is, Aquarius. This person, I might be wrong about them not worrying about it. This person may kind of get the sense, Aquarius, that you are no longer interested in them. That fits more. Because it's showing like an evasive energy, and it's in some ways almost implying like when this person, when they think about you, Aquarius, it's like they're kind of like, oh, Aquarius isn't, they don't really care. They're just doing what Aquarius does, How does this person we're spying on for Aquarius, how do they see Aquarius currently? How does this person see Aquarius? So we keep having Tower here. Let's check this screen. Yeah. How does this person see Aquarius? So I have Six of Cups reversed. They do recognize that you're in the past, or somebody from the past. Past commitment. How does Aquarius see this person? This is someone you're holding back from. So it's essentially showing us, Aquarius, a situation that's just on a standstill, it's not going anywhere, or it's an Aquarius that's choosing to hold back or no longer take a chance or something like that. What is this person that we're spying on for Aquarius? What is their interest? So it shows Three of Swords horizontal. So it's saying that there's some type of disappointment, or I don't know if it's they're wondering if you're, I think their interest here, Aquarius, is if you have disappointment. I suppose it could be saying, do you miss me? This person's energy kind of suggests they kind of have this belief that you don't really care. So their interest is trying to figure out, is that true? Like, Aquarius doesn't care? Or maybe they do care. This is a crude way of explaining it, but this could be a situation where two people come to a close out, right? And then the other person, I'm not saying, this is just a very, as I said, a very crude example. But it's like they're looking on your social media page or something to gauge how you're doing type thing, to be nosy or whatever, maybe if they were seeing stuff that suggested you were disappointed or sad, and they were probably like, oh yeah, I must have, seeing like sad songs or something, it might like indicate to them that, oh yeah, you are hurting from the connection. But this is kind of almost like implying like there isn't any of that going on, so they're like, well, does that mean they just don't give a shit? That's kind of the problem with Aquarius, is that, as far as the emotional department can go to sub-zero, record, minus 2,000 degrees. So, can like freeze hell pretty much. So it's kind of hard to know with an Aquarius what's going on. There is some emotion, you just gotta find it, somewhere there. What is this person hiding from Aquarius? The person we're spying on for Aquarius, what are they hiding? Page of Pentacles. Remember this? Who this person was? There's that pentacle. But there was like some type of not taking a chance or something like that. Now we have this pentacle with this person here. Hi, Aquarius. Hi. Do you remember me? I'm that person that I'm pretty sure you don't give a shit about, but here's a pentacle for you. I promise you I'm a lot more mature. I'm very mature, but this is how I know you see me like this, but this is how I really am. I brought you a peacock as well. Aquarius would be like, I just don't want that. I don't want a peacock. I want a normal life. Would Aquarius be interested in the peacock? Says there'd be a lot of work. It'd require a lot of work. I'm going to take that as a no. the wounded warrior. There'll just be a lot of depressing work, cleaning all that shit up and everything. I can't see an Aquarius wanting that. Would Aquarius be interested in the Pentacle? Would Aquarius be interested in the Pentacle? Well, it kind of says you might. Okay, so maybe no on the Peacock and possibility with the relationship, all right? Sounds like you'd be more interested in that. So what is this person hiding? I mean, it's pretty obvious in my opinion. It's suggesting they're still curious about their Aquarius. What is this person's intentions towards Aquarius? Try and smooth things over with you, it would suggest. I can't imagine why. How will Aquarius react to temperance? Says hangman. Clarify the hangman. Kind of almost implies you would think about it, try to look at things differently. Translation, you would probably try and just hear it out, it sounds like. Now, how would this actually all play out? Who the hell knows? I don't know. But it's saying something like that in the energy. All right. What is the advice for Aquarius? One card of advice. We have Page of Wands here. Empress reversed. Why does it suggest Aquarius? Why would it say? Why is it advising Aquarius in saying that Aquarius shouldn't be cold as ice? Why does it say Aquarius should not be cold as ice? Why does it say that? Well, it says Nine of Wands again. Strength. Making things very difficult here, I suppose. It's kind of implying for Aquarius to be, it's just saying, like, look, you can do whatever you want, Aquarius, but if this person does come around, all it's kind of suggesting is if you're interested in it, which some of you may not be, and this isn't even an if it does happen, but it does show that this person on the positive wants to potentially come towards you. If they did, it's probably not going to be in like based on this energy. It doesn't seem like it would be in a very hot and heavy or flirty kind of way. It kind of seems like it would be more of a peacemaker or trying to get your foot in the door kind of energy. But it's saying that if that did happen, the solution or something you need to be careful about is not being overly cold and shut off. All right. Now, hey, for some of you, just don't care, period. And if that's the case, then just be cold and shut off, and this person will go away. Because then all that's going to do is kind of confirm what they're suspecting, is that you're cold and shut off. However, the advice is saying, maybe try not do that, and it'll change their mind about that you're not cold and shut off. But that's kind of the tricky thing with these things. It's like some people have their reasons why I don't want to give a crap about somebody. I don't know. Do what you want here, Aquarius. All right. overall kind of suggests you've got somebody that still has interest in you. But where that's going to go, if it'll go somewhere, who knows. All right. Peacock. Maybe settle for the peacock, right? Pisces, you are the last sign. A card comes out, Judgment reversed. All right. So about the person our Pisces want to spy on. Who's this person? What tower that I split it on? Might take that. Tell us about the person our Pisces want to spy on. Who is this person? I have 10 of Swords. It's a king. It's a fire sign. King of Wands. I don't. It's kind of hard to say face value right off the bat. Pisces, if this is saying a person that it came to an end with, a sudden ending. Or it's just suggesting somebody you've encountered a lot of setbacks or problems with. Or the relevance of the King of Wands energy, I don't know. This person may come across as somewhat assertive or kind of somebody that likes to take charge a little bit or get what they want. Let's see what else comes through. Tell us about the person we're spying on for, or keep saying Aquarius, spying on for Pisces. What is this person thinking about towards Pisces? Five of Cups reversed. Good. What else? Nine of Pentacles. This energy is strongly suggesting potentially a situation where something, as I said earlier, didn't go well with the Pisces. There was some deviation of the connection. Potentially could have been some varying degrees of disappointment. This person kind of, for some reason, thinks you're over that. Or getting over that. Tell us more about Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, they think that you're also kind of worrying about yourself or focusing on yourself, Pisces. How does this person see Pisces? So we have the Fool. It keeps kind of suggesting this person is viewing you as doing your own thing, or you're over something. You're no longer, if you were in some type of getting over a relationship of some sort or an ending of something, you've moved past it. See you as kind of independent, doing your own thing. You're on the market again. This person seems to have interest in that for some of you. I have this King of Pentacles come through. I'm going to put it back though. How does Pisces see this person? It says you see this person as Five of Swords. conflict prone, or you've encountered issues, either game playing or a competitive type of nature with them that you don't like. Maybe you might, some of you may feel this person's a little bit, you know, can be a charmer, but then they get very selfish. Or a troublemaker. Match with this energy because the King, well, King of Wands, there's a lot of good qualities about the King of Wands, but it can be, again, someone that like has ego-based qualities that like kind of shine through. What is this person hiding from Pisces? This person was flying with Pisces? I'm not going to take that, but it does say the Fool. Why the Fool? So let the Fool energy again. Why are they hiding the Fool? Five of Pentacles reversed. So this person seems to have interest in whatever you're doing, and it's like, well, maybe I could come out the cold, aka get back together with Pisces. So this may be a person that's showing or displaying interest, Pisces, kind of like seeing you. For some of you, I guess I don't know who this truly applies to, but a Pisces that's kind of either you're being independent, doing your own thing, and they kind of want to come in and reconnect with you. This person may entertain or use the language around a fresh start as a means to kind of get back, you know, oh, just wanted to check, how are you doing? Oh, you're going to college now? Oh, I'm going to college too. This is an opportunity here. This person may be seeking an opportunity to start something. Where are you going to? Oh, I'm going to the University of Texas. No way, me too. I'm just starting my English. I'm in English too. That's when that creep factor starts going up. That little hair starts sticking. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I just moved into the Sierra condos. Me too. You're like, okay. You know, I'm actually your next door neighbor. I don't know if you noticed. What? I watch you every day. Hopefully it's not that kind of person, Pisces. Anyways, this person seems to, again, has some interest in your path or what you're doing, Pisces. How does Pisces feel about this person overall? It repeats the same thing again. Wow. Double Five of Swords energy. That's not good. So you overall, you've got somebody here that's very interested in you, but it's saying a Pisces that's worried of this person. You're like, yeah, I don't know about that. You see and feel them as Five of Swords energy. Like, it's almost basically saying that, like, yep, if they come around, it's going to be problems. How is this person going to navigate around the Five of Swords energy? It says they're going to be very determined. They'll just push right through. Wow. There's Pisces, like, what are you doing? Why is it saying they're going to be determined? Because they're going to say they're fighting for the connection or something? This person, I don't know about, you know, My overall opinion here, you're gonna know if this applies to you or not, Pisces. All right, it is what it is. This seems like you'll know if this person has had a history of they can do silly things like this, where they get very, maybe you don't hear from them for a while, but then they come through very determined, like they're gonna fix something or rebuild Rome overnight. Won't take no for an answer. This person's got fire qualities for sure. This person's approach may be intrusive, potentially. I mean, it's good to have somebody, show interest or commit or fight, for something, but I don't know, the way the tarot's kind of describing it is it may be overbearing. How will Pisces receive this 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands ending? Death and ending. Well, I don't want to say a new start there. Tell me more about death. I don't know. It does kind of suggest, and this is my last thing I'm going to say. It does kind of suggest that some of you, not all of you, but some of you may actually entertain this overbearing energy, where it's kind of, maybe for you, it's kind of suggesting this person cares. I don't know. Others of you may basically say, no, don't want to deal with it. It's because death can be negative. Sometimes it can be positive, though, because it is talking about an ending of some sort, sometimes to lay the foundation for something new. And it kind of does show Queen of Wands here, some type of action potential. That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. You and them causing a ruckus together. All right. This person may also be determined because they align with you on certain things. All right. Looking for their Queen Pisces. I don't know. If you're a male watching, you can just flip the sexes. All right. That's what I got for you, Pisces. Don't know who this applies to, but it is predicting someone determined coming around. Thanks for watching, peeps. 3 hours of tarot. I'm done.